How come it's so bright in here everywhere but in the Ed's Head studio? Maybe because there is no Ed's Head studio. But if there was, it would most assuredly have better lighting than this. All right. It's the story that needs to be told. It appeared on my Facebook page within minutes after it happened. A chance encounter. Well, it did, thanks to executive producer Dave. Because I called Facebook, what is it? Facebook valet? Butler?
Social media butler.
Social media butler, Courtney, who wasn't here Wednesday for my most awesome story. It's the most awesome vacation story ever. I'm sitting in the exit row, on the aisle, on a flight to Florida. So I have two seats on my inside. Guy walks up, a big guy, walks up and says, anybody sitting there? I said, no. So he sits next to the window, and he's trying to save the seat in the middle. This woman, who I can only describe as enormous, wants to sit between us. She says to me, is that seat taken? And I said, he says it is, because I'm not going to get into the argument with this woman, because I can feel one coming. And sure enough, it does. When she says, hey you, and he's on his phone pretending he can't hear her. Hey, is this seat taken? She takes her purse and hits him with it. And she says, I'm taking this seat. You can't hold any seats on Southwest flights. Okay. So again, because of the sheer enormity of this woman, I now can't move, nor can the other guy. And again, we're in the exit row. So when she asks for a seatbelt extender, the flight attendant says, I'm sorry, you can't have one in the exit row. You'll have to move. With that, we both literally breathe a sigh of relief. The first breath, in fact, that we have taken since this woman has sat down next to us. So, as she gets up to leave, nobody takes the seat between us. The flight takes off. This guy fist bumps me. I've never done a fist bump. This guy fist bumps me and says, I'll leave the expletive out, what was that? He was shocked more than anything, shocked and amazed. This woman hit him with her purse. So we start talking about, different things. I don't know why we got into baseball. Because he asked me what I was doing. I said, I'm going to Florida. He said, you go to spring training? I said, yeah. We're talking about baseball. And then the topic changed to the Olympics. Olympic wrestling, what a terrible thing it is. They took wrestling out of the Olympics. And I said, but they kept ping pong. And then he mentioned something about the show last night in Albany. Now, the guy is big. And I can tell, even though he has clothes on, he's really well built. So I'm looking at it. He's got red hair. I said, can I ask you something? I said, are you Sheamus? From the WWE. And he said, yeah. So I said, but I was just watching you on TV. It's a pleasure to meet you. I don't want to give the guy a hard time. I don't have any pictures. I don't have any autographs, any of that stuff, because I don't want to bother the guy. He just wants to go home. He lives in Florida. Had a couple of days off, he told me. So I chatted with him briefly. I said, listen, I don't want to bother you and talk business, but I asked a couple of wrestling questions. That was it. That's the end of my story. So again, I can't actually prove that it happened, but other people on the plane saw it. There were 160-some people on there. They all know how close I now am with, well, he's almost a countryman to me, Sheamus. And when he appears at Mania, that's what we insiders call WrestleMania, he tells me. When he appears at Mania, I want to be there. I'm not going to be there, but I want to be there because he didn't offer me any tickets. But I would be there if he did offer me tickets to root him on to victory. At least I assume he's going to be there since he lost in that four-way match with the Big Show. And anyway, more excited I could not be.